Hey guys, Chris from the Ultimate Recycler. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the farm. We're up to episode 43 of the Great Farm Cleanup. As usual, the priority for this trip will be to fill the van. I tried to slow that circle down there so you didn't get dizzy. The priority on all these trips now is to go back with a full van load because there's a lot of stuff here to move, and it's just going to take a long time. So I don't want to go back with half a load. It's a fair distance across. For those new to my channel, I'm cleaning up the farm where I grew up, and my parents have lived for 61 years. And the property's been sold, so it has to go. Everything has to be cleaned up. We didn't have enough for a farm clearing sale as such, like an auction. So I've been selling stuff off pretty much for 10 years or so. And then we lost Dad last year, so Mum's not going to stay here any longer. We've bought a house in Nagambie for her, so we've got to clean it all up. So Mum's still living here at this stage. She's going to spend some time over at her new place and some time here. We're very fortunate that the new owners, Ross and Lionel, have been very kind, and they're not pressuring us to empty the place quickly. We're going to do it as efficiently as we can, and with least stress to anyone, hopefully. So there we go. That's enough of a preamble. What are we going to do this trip? Well, yes, we're going to fill the van, but I do need to sort out some things. I do need to try and list some stuff for sale on Facebook that we're not going to take back, just to reduce some of the clutter. I will be giving some stuff away. And also the seasons have changed a bit. We're in mid-autumn now, so we could probably actually have a bit of a bonfire and burn a bit of old stuff that's not worth anything. Got to get back into Dad's old workshop and clean that up. Got to get some more stuff out of Mum's shed. My brother Greg's coming up tonight. We're going to keep packing some stuff in the house. But it's a bit of a balance as to, because Mum's actually still living here for a little bit longer, we can't take stuff that she needs. But we still have to obviously move as much as we can. So let's have a quick walk around, and I'll try and point out some things that I'm going to try and deal with in the next 2 or 3 days. Most of the farmyard's fairly clean. We did attend that pipe rack last time, and I sorted all that out, and we got rid of all the scrap metal. I will try and take some photos and see if we can sell the remaining pipe on that rack, and even the rack, because it's still quite useful stuff. So that's something I hope to deal with this week. We had flat battery troubles last time too, so I hope the ute starts. We might load the trailer up with just some light tin and wire and stuff to get rid of at the local transfer station. The tyres have to go, but I'll leave them for another time. They can go later. They're not in the road there, and that will cost us to get rid of those. There's a stock crate off the tandem trailer, which we probably won't sell. I think that can stay with the trailer. There are some 3-point linkage items over here that go with the Fergie tractor. Now, the tractor's been donated to the local golf club, but I think we'll sell the bale forks here and a carry-all. I tried to give these bricks away. I think one guy came out and took like 3 bricks, and that was it. So I think Ross may have a use for those. So that can go, the carry-all can go. We have a bit of wire and stuff here. I might put all in one pile and see if we can give that away to some local gardener. The silos stay with the property. Now, Mum has given away a lot of her chooks. I think she still has a few left. And by chooks, I mean chickens, for those of you that aren't familiar with the term chooks. So there's still a few left in here. We do have to clean these sheds up a bit. And there's a bit of stuff in here that we can sell and possibly use if we can get a bit of a view through the wire there. There's some, I don't know, we're focusing on the wire. We want to focus on internal. It's not going to work, I don't think. We have some hanging feeders and various other things that are saleable. These are old riddle screens out of an old header. They'll probably just go to the scrap metal pile. I'm not sure if they'll have any value to anyone else. So there's a few things in there to clean up. There's an old TV case here, a 1960s TV that was just turned into a little laying box. Probably a scrap metal pile. There's some more tyres there. We better tidy up this area as well. Let's have a look in Mum's shed. I'm not sure what's happened there since I was here last. Okay, we got rid of a fair bit of furniture out here last time. The big wardrobes left, which was great. That buffet is going to be picked up. I have to drop that walker back into someone in town. Looks like Mum has been sorting out a bit of stuff. A lot of this is just empty boxes to pack. There's some recyclables. And most of you will know I think just about everyone has moved house a few times during their life, except of course Mum, who's been here for a long time, that you do end up with more of a mess than anything for a start while you're getting everything organised. We have to sort out what to do with all those rocks. Some will be going with us, some will be for sale, and I think Mum was giving a few away to various people she knows. So there's a lot of shelving units here of stuff that's just been collected over the years. There's a lot of empty bottles and just things that, you know, you'd keep because they might be handy one day. And of course, you have the luxury of space when you're on a farm with almost unlimited shedding, and it can be a bit of a trap. So that's why we've got a lot to go through. But, you know, in saying that, Mum and Dad were very practical people. They kept a lot of stuff that was useful, and indeed a lot of stuff was used. Dad used to build all his own shedding and everything around here. This is stuff I've been giving away and a few things I've got for sale. I might put a photo of that welder on Facebook, see if we can get rid of that. And around this side, I think we've got a large pipe bender I might see if I can get rid of. Oh, it's starting to rain. Quite misty weather. It's actually really nice weather. It's nice that it's not so hot anymore. There's an old pipe bender that Dad would have used to make a lot of gates and various other frames around the farm. Quite an old one. I might just put $50 on that, see if we can get rid of it. There's a pressure washer in here that I'll probably take back, but we still use that from time to time at the moment. And that's an old pressure washer that's now just scrap metal, so I might throw that in my scrap metal pile. Let's go and turn a few lights on in the workshop and see what we can tackle in here. It's got quite messy in here. I have kind of just been picking bits and pieces out of it when I've been filling the van. Probably nearly ready to light that heater and get out here in the evenings. There's a lot of empty crates and things to sort out. Hang on, I'll just turn a few lights on. That's better, we can see in here now. So yeah, there's a lot of clutter in here to sort out too. I still have to get some things out of those cupboards along the back. So I must make a bit of an effort to probably empty some of these cupboards this time. I can box some of this stuff up and sort it out at home. There's not a lot of value in here, and there's some tools and things that I'm actually going to keep. But there's, who knows what these are. Oh, it's got a wasp's nest on top of it. Big lump of mud there. Let's get this one out. This is something that most of you youngies won't have any idea what it is. It's a transformer for a electric blanket. Yep, great big clunky transformer to run your electric blanket. I think they were 32 volts or something. Actually, let's see if we can read the tag. 240 volts input, output 17 volts at 4.4 amps. And that would probably be AC. I don't think they ran them off DC. So yeah, not sure what we're going to do with that. Look, it could be just scrapped, but it's a pretty cool piece of equipment. Lovely 1960s design, so maybe it is saleable. I'll have to check that out. There's more stuff in here. I don't even know what's in these boxes. So I might try and get this cupboard emptied this week, and then at least I can close the doors and say, all right, well, that's done. And let's try and get the rest of that cupboard over there emptied. I think we had to look in all those doors one other time. But if I can tick off the fact that all the cupboards are empty, then I think the room will be much sort of easier to handle, at least mentally. Mind you, this side is a bit of a front on the sensors. I'm going to have to just get some boxes and basically scoop everything into crates, and I'll sort it out at home. All the shelving can stay there. I think that's kind of all a fixture and it should go with the shed. But and even that old cupboard, it's not worth trying to get out, and I think Dad's pretty well built it in. So with I think with normal rules of real estate, when you sell a property, everything that actually is attached has to stay with it. So looks like, Ross, you've inherited a whole heap of shelving, but I do have to empty them all out and make it neat. There's some old things, some really old drawers in here that have been used for storage. Who knows what we're going to find in there. So that'll be a bit interesting. I'm not sure I'm going to get it all packed up, but I'll start with these other couple of cupboards, and I might just pack up a few boxes here, and at least I'll feel like I'm getting somewhere. Although the centre of this shed probably looks a lot worse than what it actually is, because most of those things are just empty. The drums I've put in here just to fill up with scrap metal. The air compressor I could probably sell, and Mum's battling the elements, going to feed the chooks. And the rain has cleared, and the next morning brings a beautiful sunny day. I've been out here since just after 7, getting a bit organised. I've decided to chip all the weeds around here and just make it easier to keep neat, because those little tumbleweeds just keep gathering. So we've had success this morning. You will notice, or the observant of you will notice, that the rotary hoe has gone. One successful sale from Facebook already. We have quite a bit happening today if people stand by their word. Someone is coming to get, as we pan around, that table is going to go for $10. Also the workbench, I think I dropped the price on that down to 30 or 25, so that's going as well. And over in the yard, the section of scrap pipe or long pipe next to the shearing shed over there on the rack, that's going as well. I put $100 on that for the lot. And also the little steel fuel tank under the tree over there, which we had just used to water trees, and it's actually rusted out. It needs repairing because it leaks. So I just put $20 on that. It's probably worth it for scrap, but someone's coming to pick that up today or tomorrow. The poly water tank also, I put $200 on that, and that's been taken as well. So I've had some pretty good success there. And in the shed, the bench grinder, I put 30 on, and that's going. And the pipe bender, I think I put 50 on, and that's going as well. So hopefully these Facebook people don't let me down. We did have troubles last time we were home with someone who was coming to get furniture, and they never replied to my messages. So lovely day out today. It's only supposed to be about 16. I did light the fire in the shed, and it's toasty warm in here now. So it's a bit of a double bonus here. We get to warm up on a chilly morning, and I get to burn a fair bit of scrap timber just to clean up. I've been organising out here, and I've got a $1 each bench, and I'm just laying all the common spanners and just little low value things but too good to throw out or too good to throw in the scrap at $1 each there. I'm going to continue the $1 each bench right round to this side. There's the bench grinder that is being picked up today. So that's all going to be $1 stuff. And on this side, we're going for the slightly better things at $5 each, and things that I'd easily get $5 in the shop. A whole tin there of Allen keys, some really solid chunks of metal here. Dad used to do riveting on these. I think they're really like a mini anvil. That's just a solid block. Way too good to put in the scrap metal. A little homemade drill stand. So this can be $5 each along here. All the chemicals I'm going to line up along this top shelf and just have free if anyone wants it. We've got lots of shelving to use right to the end there. So hopefully we can get rid of some of that, because otherwise the rest of it I'm going to have to take to some safe disposal point. And so as we take a step back, I think the plan is to have the front part of this shed all organised where people can come and browse when I'm around, and we'll push everything back to the second part of the shed where I'll continue to clean up and sort out. So at least it will be more organised for people to come and have a look. So I've just been continuing to work in this little section to clean this up. I did mention the air compressor earlier. We're going to leave that probably right to the end because I am using it all the time. Same with the pressure washer out the side. So hopefully some of this stuff goes today, and I can get some more things out of Mum's room, Mum's shed, and then we need to back the van in and start loading some household stuff as well. So lots to do. The weather's nice, and it should be hopefully a productive time. So I'll wind this episode up now. We'll keep these videos short and sharp, and I'll probably get one out each day while I'm here, and hopefully you can see some progress. Thanks for following along. Thanks for your mental assistance. I can feel you all helping me clean up and lift things, and it's nice to know there's so many strong backs out there helping me, perhaps in not a physical way, but in a support way. Thanks guys. Catch you in the next video. Bye for now.